everybody. Welcome to our weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. Record and upload our sessions every week and live stream them lately. Keep up with our adventures on my YouTube channel as well as weekly session write-ups on my site at roguewatson.com. I'm Eric Watson, your Dungeon Master, and you can follow me on Twitter at roguewatson. I'm joined, as always, by my awesome players, Chris, playing Kalinar, the Gold Dragonborn Paladin / Fighter. Hello, Chris.
Hello, Eric.
Heather, playing Mir, the Human Monk. Hello, Heather.
Hello.
Reese, playing Talos, the Human Wizard. Hello, Reese.
Hello.
And unfortunately, Dr. Tio is at work at the hospital and unable to join us at the moment, normally playing Kethra, the half-elf rogue. We love you. Raymond, take care of the
That was Teo.
We can answer that later.
How do you pronounce your name?
Paladin. Aladdin.
We use Roll20.net for video sharing in our campaign for recording and broadcasting as open broadcaster software. And this is our finale episode. At least it should be by now, unless you guys decide to turn around and go, well, screw this.
This could wait.
So, previously on Princes of the Apocalypse. After the large battle at the entrance of the Fire Node dungeon, the party began exploring the volcanic caves. Talos spotted a tunnel opening to the north, hidden behind a pillar. Since the eastern path near the lava didn't seem to go anywhere, and they didn't dare mess with a nearby gong, because Raven wasn't here for that one either, they headed into the tunnel. The tunnel sloped upward into a domed chamber lined with skulls, each with a flickering light. The small cavern was also thick with noxious fumes from the surrounding gas buildup, and only Miri, immune to poison, could safely walk around inside. They weren't the only ones there, however. Several of the skulls were actually flame skulls, put there to guard some nearby prisoners down a hole. The 4 flame skulls recognized the party as the same ones that defeated a comrade of theirs in Wave Echo Cave many weeks ago, and after some deliberations, they launched an attack. The flame skulls shot off numerous fiery spells, including flame spheres, fireballs, and their own fire eye blasts. Kalinar was able to reach them with his lance. Miri got in their skeletal faces. Kethra and Talos avoided the poison and plinked them from afar. Miri crushed one skull and sent it tumbling down a hole, where she was greeted with exasperated voices. The prisoners of the fire cult were surrounded by a ringed wall of fire down there, and the party deliberated on how best to get them out. Ultimately, Kalinar used his planar ally to summon Tyr's avatar, who went down the hole and sucked up the fire like a vacuum. The prisoners scurried up before the avatar exploded. The prisoners, including Teresio, the last missing delegation member, Savra, Miri's old friend and former Feathergale Knight, and Carlos and Jarly, 2 Waterdavian merchants who were in the wrong place at the wrong time. The merchants wanted a personal escort back to town when they could pay for their rescue, but the party, and Teresio and Savra, knew the severity of the situation. The fire cult had to be stopped here. The ritual to bring Imix into the world drew near, and there was no turning back. They hurried back to the entrance while the party pressed on, crossing over a metal bridge suspended over lava. Kethra sneaked across the bridge and saw a shrine with several cultists in prayer in the next room. Miri found the secret cache of potions and the prisoners had told them about, then hissed back at the fire snakes below. Large salamanders began popping up out of the lava, so the rest of the party hurried across. They charged into the shrine room, catching the cultists completely by surprise and destroying a priest before he knew what was happening. The room also contained an Ifrit, who summoned a fire elemental and joined the fight. Talos responded by polymorphing Kalinar into a T-Rex. The big battle managed to take down Kalinar's Rex form with a combination of a grappled Razor Blast and repeated Ifriti strikes, but by then the rest of the foes were mopped up. Finally, the Ifrit went down. The shrine lay still, but the party can hear ominous noises and the bubbling of boiling lava up ahead.
So ominous.
It's the final countdown.
Where are we? There we are.
There we are.
Time to go through my inventory and use
Yes.
every consumable I can find.
Check all your consumables.
I'm taking every health potion that I have.
Things could come in handy.
Did I get a bunch of health potions at some point? Yeah. We got a couple from here and from the cache.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I have a lot more than I remember having last time.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Holy crap.
Pretty good.
It's almost the best.
It's not the best. It's just pretty good.
Slightly less than the best.
Let's turn off the.
It's my life's motto.
Slightly less than the best.
Maybe a lot less than the best.
Somewhere south of the best.
Somewhere.
Wow.
That, I got 2 of them, so that one's not as good.
And I believe there's. You guys actually haven't checked the room up here. I think we just looted the Ifrit's
Alright.
room.
Okay. Those
Yeah,
are
it takes me
temporary
almost back
healing.
to full. Alright, so let's go see what's in there.
Beyond the privacy screen is a comfortable bedchamber. Several pieces of suggestive art hang on the walls, and a number of risque sculptures of humans, tieflings, and other creatures in the throes of passion adorn side tables. In the middle sits a bed with plush covers and many pillows. An armoire stands against a side wall.
Okay.
Rifling
Let's
through.
look in the armor for
Yeah.
days.
Mary just tosses out one of the statues. Here, Kalinar.
Describe this statue in detail. I need
don't need-
positions.
Talos
Here,
gets out a
have
notebook.
one.
Yeah, you kind of rifle through everything. If you want to roll a perception check.
Not really, because it took me forever to find that damn switch.
That was investigation, but that was pretty funny. I gave you guys entirely too many potions.
Yeah, I had a bunch somehow. I need them all though.
Miri, you do at least notice that the paintings do look like they could possibly were something, although they are damaged by all the heat and humidity in this area.
There you go.
Alright, you continue to look around while the others, Counter just guzzles potions like a mad fiend. Inside one of the robes hanging in the armoire, you find an elixir of health.
Damn, Skippy. What does that do?
That's a good question.
It's pertinent right now.
Probably would have been much better than me using my health potions.
Well, it just cures any disease affecting you, and it removes the blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned conditions. It's a clear red liquid with tiny bubbles of light in it. How would you? I guess somebody else would have to give it to you if you're paralyzed.
Right.
You ain't drinking any potions if you're paralyzed.
Did I find anything else?
So it's more like a lesser restoration. Nothing else. It seems to be the only thing in there.
Name sauce.
I am going to use something that I've had for a long time. A scroll of aid.
This is a
Is that temporary hit
people-
points?
Yeah, 3 people get 5 temporary hit points.
There you go.
So myself, Miri, and Kethra. Sorry, wizard. I hope they don't throw you in the lava again.
I really hope there's more than 3 people here.
Well, I'm giving it to Kethra, just the
No.
NPC Kethra.
I know.
Does Kethra have any potions?
That's a good question.
We don't know. You're the only one who has access to her sheet.
God, I still didn't want to control.
Wait, I
You're
can
on
look.
top
Maybe I
of the
can.
thing.
You could give it to one of us.
Kethra.
Well, she's got like half health. She probably actually needs a potion.
I can't see her inventory sheet.
Boy.
You just throw everything of hers in the fire and call it even.
Guthrie has a sudden urge to burn her all her belongings.
Give away all of her weapons, all of her money.
She's got the poison mushroom. She's got 0 potions of greater healing. God, this is a mess. How do you guys use this?
Now you see why we don't use everything you give us all the time.
It's difficult to read sometimes.
Yeah, it's just thrown in there.
I've got 1 extra potion of greater healing.
I don't think she's got any potions. I don't see any potions of regular healing.
I'll give her mine.
Did you activate sneak mode on her profile? That's a lot of stuff.
Sneak mode.
Don't show the TM all my stuff.
Alright, so Kether gets 14 points of healing.
It's perfectly average.
Yep. She was at half health, so now she's a little better.
And now I'm out of healing potions.
I think now we're completely out of like healing options altogether.
Mm-hmm.
How exciting.
So,
Does she have any hit dice left?
She has 2.
I'd use both then.
Are you guys gonna short rest here?
we could.
Did Kalinar not?
Connor was crushing potions.
Yeah.
Good lord. Addiction.
I drank 2 greater healing and 4 regular healing. I just gorged myself. Yeah, we can. It doesn't help me at all because I'm out of hit dice, but...
Yeah, that's...
I have a feeling she's usually not the one to request it, so...
Yeah.
Can I give them hit dice?
No.
It's like health points. Can I give them
Yeah,
health points?
steal your essence.
Yeah.
Breathe deeply.
I farted.
That's what that is.
That's my essence.
You guys hear loud roarings of lava, like flowing, bubbling, popping, hissing, all those noises.
You know,
Coming
the noises
from the-
lava makes.
Yeah, exactly. You know, lava noises.
How long does this last? I didn't write down how long the spell lasts. Okay, we should hit him there. We cast a spell myself, but
If only I
Yeah.
had spells.
$10. Okay, it's concentration. All right. Before we go in there, I'm going to cast this at level 2 because I'm at a level 1 slots. And give myself protection from evil and good.
I hate evil and good so much.
Hate all of it.
Only neutral from now on.
Equally.
That includes Talus in both of those.
I hate you doubly.
How will I kill you now?
Put my stick back. The bad part is I only have 1 charge left on my staff, too. Thankfully it's lightning, but...
I see. Ooh, what the hell is
Dead
that
people?
over there? I see fire people.
Oh, this is gonna end well.
Fire.
A narrow
Where are we?
path shown by
Oh.
lava.
Alright, from your guys' point of view,
There are bad things everywhere.
you see a stream of lava flowing down the sloping chamber to your west, tumbling over a series of rock shelves. An enormous point of rock juts up and forward from the flow. And obviously further ahead you can see what looks like a giant altar. This titanic cavern is filled with a lake of gently undulating magma. A rough, uneven causeway of natural rock leads out into the middle to a point where two crooked pillars of glassy black rock jut on either side of a great altar of the same stone. Just beyond the altar, a gargantuan stone colossus rises from the lava to its waist, its head thrown back as if in agony. Tears of lava stream down its face, and lava wells from its gaping mouth. Above the colossus's head hovers a great orb of fire and light, a miniature sun with motes of fire swirling around it. The ceiling is another 20 feet up, at least 100 feet overhead. You see the tiefling woman, Vanifer, the prophet of fire, holding a blade of fire before the altar. Guarding her is a rather large fire elemental. And immediately to your west, perched on the rock, watching you with great interest as you walk into the cavern, is a red dragon. The dragon immediately takes flight and heads in your direction.
Shit.
Where is this at? I don't.
Shit. Over here.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh.
okay.
Shit.
It's not a huge red dragon. That's something.
I will. Yeah. You in fact notice it is about the same size as the green dragon you guys saw back at Thunder Tree.
Oh, really? I thought that was bigger.
It's like a mouse at this point.
You were smaller
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
I am not yet rolling for initiative. He does not appear to be immediately going after you to attack. He appears to be landing nearby. If you want to do something hostile, then I will give you a chance to do it before he lands if you wish. Otherwise...
Or Kalinar could try to talk to him and have him help us.
I could.
Is that your mom, Kalinar? Talk to her.
Mom, what are you doing here?
You're very late.
No, I'm gold, actually. And actually, the metallic dragons don't get along with the.
No, they do not. They're
Solid
basically
color.
they're basically good and evil
Yeah.
dragons.
So I'm probably not.
Thanks for ruining my fun.
It lands with a loud thud on the causeway, blocking your path, and pulls itself up to its full height. And
Kalinar is gonna. Or sorry, go ahead. Is she gonna say something? This dragon.
yes. The dragon doesn't give you a chance to speak yet. It immediately throws up and really like puffs itself up and looks both ferocious and as regal as it can be. It says, "Alanaxis has been briefed on your meddling. Your work in these caverns is known. Alanaxis will accept your tribute now. You have gold, treasures, magic from the drow, from the dwarves, from the cults. Give them to Alanaxis as you plead for your lives, and Alanaxis will permit your egress. You will not cross the causeway. The ritual is upon us. The Prince of Fire comes, and Alanaxis will be rewarded." Leans down and looks at you expectantly.
Halanaxis will be greatly rewarded with all the jewels and treasure he could hope for, but not from the Prince of Fire.
It glares at you. It turns his attention back and forth between all of you.
Your
speak as-
purposes. Or sorry. You go ahead.
I speak as one who was the prophet of air. There is no pressure. There is no treasure from the Prince of Fire.
The eternal flame has given great reward to Alanaxis, and he will get more.
No, Halanaxis will be killed first for that reward.
But not by you.
No, not by us, by the Prince of Fire. We will give you great reward to let us through, to stop the Prince of Fire. And I'm gonna pull out where it is, a very, very beautiful diadem of Everesca from my purse to show Halanaxis. We bring great riches with us, but first the prince must be stopped.
It makes a soft growling, like almost purring sound as you pull that thing out, and it actually like lowers its head down in there as if like sniffing it, and its eyes like glitter with greed. It's like, that is a great treasure.
And it is all for you, Halanexus, but the prince must be stopped.
Do you think this fire god, this fire prince will allow such treasures to exist in his world? Gold and jewels alike will melt in his lava.
Yeah, what they said.
One of you can roll persuasion,
Please, for the love of God, not me.
and
I'll do it.
I'll do the other one is basically doing the help action to give it advantage.
Do you want me
Since
to do it? When
you're
you
both
help
talking.
Oh, for the love of God, please don't make me do it.
I mean, you were the one. This is your argument, so
Yeah.
I feel like logically,
It should be, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have Miri roll, and you can do it with advantage.
Okay. Oh, shit. I don't know what caused me to open my mouth. Shit.
It's a good argument.
If I can get a dragon on our side, I mean...
Yeah.
22!
22.
He leans down and appears thoughtful for a moment, and he leans like uncomfortably close. You feel like the heat from his breath coming off.
But I'm not gonna shy away. I will stare back at him.
It says, "Give the crown of the Elf Queen to Halanaxis, and Halanaxis will..." He just kind of like trails off for a second as he like stares at the crown. "You may consider your
Halanaxis
offering
will
to
assist.
cross."
Halanaxis will assist with stopping the prince, or Halanaxis will not get the crown.
Roll persuasion again without disadvantage or without advantage.
Shit.
It's one thing to talk him off; it's another thing to try to talk him into a alliance.
Persuasion?
Yep.
Well, my charisma is a -1.
I think it's possible you cannot
Wait,
succeed.
how did you get a 22?
Show perception.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did roll perception. You sneaky goose.
Well, I didn't notice that either.
I didn't either. I just saw the per.
Well, she rolled a 19, so that was an
Hit the
18.
wrong button.
Anyway.
Sneaky.
Not terrible.
You have a +4.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Are you proficient in that skill somehow?
Apparently I am.
Yeah, you've got your proficiency bonus on there. Something, maybe being a noble, or I'm not sure what. Something
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
proficiency.
He says that he kind of like leans back and gives you a side eye, and he says, "We will see which way the flames turn. That you will give up the crown. Halanaxis must have it."
Mary's gonna put it back in her bag.
Oh, really?
Really?
This is all or nothing, huh?
All or nothing.
Oh boy.
Because then I'm gonna pull out another shiny little bauble that I've been holding on to. Which is a very beautiful necklace with a very large shiny ruby pendant.
How did you end up with all the best loot? Jesus. The pious monk is like grabbing everything.
It's just pretty things. She just
Yeah.
wanted all the things
I
that
just
looked
have
pretty.
Pretty things. That doesn't include like half the crap that I'm wearing. But yeah, Halanaxis will assist, or Halanaxis will get nothing. They'll be fed to the flames.
Kalina sort of growls quietly back. And he just, Halanaxis will burn us to death for these jewels in a second.
Roll persuasion again with a disadvantage since you put the crown away.
Well, he knows I've got it, so...
He does, but he doesn't like you putting it away.
Fine, I'll put it on my head and he can wait. Shit.
He's progressively worse.
Yeah, you're
This
pushing
is
your
why
luck on
y'all-
this one.
Y'all should not let me talk.
He growls and looks like he's gonna rear back. He looks pretty pissed. How do you respond?
The crown, Miri. Just give it to him.
My shiny bubble.
Or draw your weapon. I'll wait for you to decide what you're doing.
Alright, fine, I'll toss him the crown.
You toss it up and he catches it gingerly in his jaw. Like, literally he's reeling back and you can see some of the flames starting, and then you just throw it up there, and instead of breathing out fire, he just snaps forward and snatches the crown. And he gives you like a sour glance, and then takes off and flies back to his perch. You are not...
Kind of yells after him. Remember, dragon, and consider this. If the Fire Lord is freed, that crown will be the first thing to melt in his fire.
You hear him snort a few times, and he like gently puts the crown in his pile and starts like organizing, and almost like a child with a new toy.
I could also see Kethra waiting for the dragon to turn his back when he would catch him.
You know Kethra's wanting to... Yes, Kethra, that is a dragon.
Yep.
After all these times, he was probably wanting to stab that thing so hard. While this was going on, however, standing in front of the altar wreathed in dancing flames is Vanifer. During this exchange, as the dragon flies backward, actually have you guys start approaching, if you would.
Yeah.
Why, are you gonna make lava fall on us?
No, but this is our scene transition.
I was going to call out to her, too.
Go ahead.
Vanifer, we've come to end your unholy ritual.
She kind of throws her head back and laughs a bit, and says, "I'm impressed you were able to convince Halanaxis to let you by. You must have some great treasures. You are just in time. Perhaps it was your destiny to witness the Prince of Fire's coming." Her voice booms over the boiling lava as the altar begins to crackle with energy, like sparks and fiery embers blast between them. She holds a dagger above her and screams, "With this key I open the gate and call forth my master Imix, the eternal flame, the all-consuming fire, the prince of the apocalypse." A giant blast of fiery energy erupts from the flaming globe above the weeping colossus, passing through the altar and slamming into the fire elemental nearby. The elemental explodes like a bomb, but instead of getting blasted by it, it grows, like kind of implodes, growing in size and becoming a towering 30-foot tall swirling vortex of fire.
Oh, boy.
Shit.
Are we actually? Oh, okay.
Yep, we're fighting a fire NATO.
Smoldering black pits take on the shape of sunken eyes and a cruel mouth which howls in delightful laughter. Imix says only one word. Brrr.
Oh, this is the actual Fire Prince right here, huh? Okay.
Yes, it is. Please roll for initiative.
Whoops.
Okay.
Fire NATOs really freaked Miri out.
Having recently been thrown into lava, it worries Talos also. But just a little.
Only slightly.
Only slightly. It looks like Deadpool, but you know.
Charles back there going, tornadoes can't throw you into lava, right?
Nah. These are probably some of the most important initiative rolls of your guys' career.
Yeah, I shit the bed. Can I use inspiration and reroll my initiative?
Why did that not? Oh, I didn't have the token
I
selected.
think that actually is a thing, but...
She rolled a 14. I'm gonna have to redo it.
They really tried to get the dragon on our side.
That was gonna be pretty damn tricky.
Yeah.
I will stop opening my mouth from now on.
Hey, you gotta leave us alone.
I had a +7 with his initiative roll.
Wow.
Jeez.
You're ready for
I only rolled a 10, so stop it.
Oh wow. Yeah, you
Imix,
did.
the eternal flame and all-consuming fire. It's a long title.
It's the final countdown, kids.
Mr. Pooh, where'd you come from?
And I will go ahead and roll initiative for the dragon because he's here, but you guys aren't sure where his actions or loyalties may lie for this battle. See how much a crown buys you.
One that shiny, it better buy us a lot.
It was a very shiny crown.
Because otherwise, Catherine's using that mage hand to get my damn crown back.
Yeah. I can see Catherine right now just mage handing treasure out of the dragon's pile.
Yep.
He won't notice.
Nope.
Oh man, Mira, you had your little worst ever initiative roll. You rolled at a 1. Oh man.
Yep.
I should have had boss music for this one.
Yep.
Alright, this can be boss music.
Ooh.
We'll try it. Alright. Kalinar, you are first.
That's weird.
That is weird. I'm not used to that at all.
Mm-mm. What do I want to do?
$5 says that tornado has legendary resistance.
I'm sure it does, so anything I try to do right off the bat will probably... Here's what I'm gonna do.
Oh boy.
Cast it into the fire!
I'm going to use my final spell slot. And I'm scared of this fire tornado, but I also want to clean a little bit of house first. So Kalinar's going to Misty Step and turn into his Golden Haze and go through the tornado. And come out the other side. I assume because walking through that tornado would be a bad idea. And I don't even know if I can.
Probably a safe bet.
Yeah. And he's going to turn and attack Vanifer herself. You have brought a fire god into this world. Your sentence is death.
You notice she does still hold the fiery dagger, which is now pulsing with power and the same kind of pulsing energy you can see within the altar and the sphere beyond.
About to explode everywhere.
I'm gonna step right here, actually. And I'm going to strike out with my hammer. 27 for 19.
Damn.
And as it hits her...
Does the 27 hit, though?
It does, yes.
I just... Yeah. We'd be in a bad spot if that didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to put the fear god into her. Not her god, my god. Not the god right behind me.
Right. Okay, how much damage is this?
7 more. So that's, was that 19 plus 7?
26.
26 total.
Okay.
And she needs to roll a DC 17 wisdom. Right? Wisdom. Yeah. God damn. Again.
She steals herself and she says, "Not while the Prince of Fire is here! You will all burn!" Jeez! Going to town.
And again.
Going into the nitrous.
Wow. So,
Jeez, Louise.
19 plus 8 is 27, and the same saving throw.
Wow, you've done a chunk.
There we go. Kalimar hits her the second time. Just didn't even like. Yeah, actually, there isn't a fire tornado behind him. He just stares her down. You will pay for your crimes.
What is frighten? It's just disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. All sorts of its fears within sight. Alright, she
Can't walk
will.
closer to me.
She
Oh,
will
wait.
activate her legendary resistance, throwing back her head and
Alright.
howling in laughter as flames dance around her, protecting her from the flame.
All right. Well,
Do know that any creatures that do have legendary resistance, they usually have a finite amount of them.
right.
Yeah, usually it's 2 or 3.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I tried to fear, but it didn't work, so I'm done.
That was pretty good, though. You did a solid amount of damage. She will snap her fingers and hit you with a Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
Mm.
And probably use a, let's say, 3rd level spell slot.
That's gonna hurt. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Why did that?
2d10. Is that right?
Well, it should be plus 2d10.
So it should be 3d10.
3d10, yeah.
At 3rd level. Just roll another d10.
3. How did. 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2? I don't even know how to read this. No, it's a 1st level spell I did at 3rd level. So yeah, it did do. I think I rolled a 2, 3, a 3, 2, 2, 2. I just rolled that badly on a 4d10.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so you just rolled really bad
Yep.
damage.
It was 4d10 and I rolled a 9. I
Okay,
need a
so-
dexterity saving throw. Alright,
21.
you take half damage,
And
which
half
is
of that,
yeah,
2 damage.
2 damage. She glares at you as the fire doesn't seem to do much. The dragon looks up from his pile of his crown and kind of snorts and looks amused for a second. Although he actually does pale when he looks at Imix a bit and kind of covetously like grapples around his crown, but watches the proceedings with interest. I think I am going to do the roll20 to see who gets to go first here, Kethra or Vanifer. And we're going to use this for the rest of the round. So this is Vanifer's d20. And Kethra's d20.
So
Alright,
just change Kethra to 13, so that way.
yeah. Oh, I see, because, yeah, you're right, that would have been easier. Yep. So I don't want to double those guys up. That's not what I want to do. Alright, so Vanifer will go next. Let's see here. She is actually going to take the disengage action, leap over the altar, and then use a bonus action to Misty Step.
Oh.
She's
can
going.
Misty Step too.
She is going to disappear in a sulfurous cloud of smoke and reappear on a shoulder of the Weeping Colossus.
Oh. Now she really is a boss fight. Watching it.
That's right.
from
That was her
behind.
action. That was her action, though, to disengage. So I know how much damage you do when I try to run away. All right, what do you think Kethra should do?
Mage hand my crown.
Piss the dragon off? That actually might be something Kethra would do.
I don't know. She might attack the fire tornado, but she would back off immediately if she did.
She could
Right.
range attack it.
Yeah. She'd probably try to get like a sneak attack. I don't know how.
I think
I
it
don't
would
know,
get
you
sneak
gotta
attack
calculate
because
it
you are adjacent to.
Oh, okay.
So I
Then
think
yes.
she could fire a what is it? Crossbow sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do that at Imix. $17 will hit for 32 damage. That is a good
Wow.
damn roll.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Crossbow bolt.
But he is going to take half damage from it because that crossbow is not magical.
Poor unmagical crossbow.
And presumably Kethra will run back over here. Maybe?
Yeah, I should probably try to hide or something. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
We're also bad at playing Kethra.
Yeah, I don't know what Kendra would do.
She'd sit back there and try to figure out how to mage hand that damn crown.
Kithra has an understanding of the sneak mechanics that I do not understand. So she needs...
After Kethra's turn, Imix will use one of his legendary actions.
Heat wave.
Which he uses at the end of another creature's turn. So each creature within 300 feet who's in physical contact with metal objects, any armor, weapons, etc., and who isn't resistant or immune to fire must make a con saving throw or take damage and gain 1 level of exhaustion.
So,
We're
is
both-
my staff metal?
But I think we're both resistant to fire,
You are.
Yeah.
so it doesn't
So-
do anything to us.
Yep. Just Kethra
Oh,
and
300 feet. Okay.
Kethra and Tal. Yeah, like everything in this whole cavern essentially.
I read 30 feet.
This basically this like Ragnaros style flame wave like extends out. He is not quite knowing that you guys are resistant to fire, but now he notices you guys are not affected.
Is Elven Chain metal?
Oh yeah.
Your hobo rags have failed you. You
Kethra's got
changed them out.
daggers and crossbows and all kinds of metal shit.
Yeah.
Alright, what is that? Con save. Oh, Kethra. That was a 21 too.
Wow, it's a 21 save.
Yep.
Okay.
This guy's
Not-
bad news. Alright, so both you guys take 8 fire damage and gain 1 level of exhaustion. Which means you have disadvantage on ability checks. And keep in mind, I think you guys had temporary hit points, so get rid of those first.
Okay.
Dallas didn't.
Oh, my bad. Way to rub it in. Alright, now for MX's turn. He will spend his first turn seemingly swirling, and then these two kind of, well, let's say multiple arms come out and then go back inside of him and appear to pull out fiery pieces with their own little eyes and mouths, and just kind of throws them out, or he sets them out next to him. And he actually diminishes somewhat after that, but
What size would you say they are?
He's reproducing asexually.
Would you say they are the size of a small campfire?
these fire?
Yeah.
No, they are in fact fire elementals.
Great. Oh, there's 3 of them. Okay.
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, great. One lands right on top of me.
And I will have to roll initiative for them. That is his turn.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, weirdly, you want them to... Any new thing, you definitely want to have a higher initiative. Alright, Miri. Yeah, what are the rules for being stuck inside of a fire elemental? Let's see. Any creature that touches the element or hits it with a melee attack takes damage. Initially, element can enter a hostile space and stop there. The first time it enters a creature's space, that creature takes fire damage and catches fire. So let's go ahead and do that on you, since it did that when it summoned on top of you.
Thank goodness I'm resistant to fire.
Yep. So you take 3 fire damage from the fire. And I guess you take another 1d10 when you start your turn, because you're on fire.
So BS, because it's the start of my turn.
Yes.
Another 3. Okay.
So one of them is technically all around you. It just got plucked down.
Not anymore.
There you go.
Alright, so I guess I'll strike out at this one. So I don't have much choice. Well, that's not gonna do it.
Nope.
That will.
That's better.
And then, hang on. Because I've never used it before.
Mm.
One of your most important monk abilities that you never use.
It got buried underneath all the others.
Saved.
Yep.
I did.
And then... That seems like a good play.
Talus, what say you? This cavern has gotten very hot.
Hot, hot, hot.
It's getting hot in here.
Tal's just taking off all his clothes. I know how this song ends.
That's right.
Tal's is studying his spellbook intently.
It's gonna be the most important spell of his life.
I'm gonna cast that at level 6.
Oh boy! What does that do?
It makes it better.
Alright.
You know.
A better hand.
Your
I'm
better
going to
hand.
put it right on top of Vanifer.
Wow, 120-foot range, nice.
After I get my eggshell and a snakeskin glove, which fits very nicely on the palms.
Alright, you should be able to control it.
Okay. And I'll do Forceful Hand on her. And force her to...
Jump in the lava.
I'm going to shove her towards Kalinar.
Get over here. Hand attempts to push a creature within 5 feet of it in a direction you choose. Make a check with the hand strength contested by the athletics check of the target.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Wait, you didn't roll a d20.
No, you didn't.
You
What'd I
just rolled
roll?
20.
You just
Oh.
put 20.
You just said rolling 20, wasn't it?
Man, I thought I could get one past you.
Almost. It also said the medium or smaller, you have advantage on the check.
Okay. Let's see if you make it first.
That's right.
I don't think her. No, she's got a 0 strength. And this is not a saving throw. This is a check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
So no pluses for you.
She actually
No.
can't win if she's got a +0.
No, she can't.
Okay.
If I know my math, and I don't.
A 20 can't go higher than a 23.
Alright, you can push the target up to 5 feet plus a number of feet equal to 5 times your spellcasting ability modifier. The hand moves with the target to remain within 5 feet of it. So what is your what is your intelligence modifier these days?
5.
So you can do 30 feet?
Uh-huh.
Damn, the gate's the Misty Step.
Yep.
Is that what you want to do? Just shove her back, basically?
Yeah, back into the main area.
Uh-oh, here comes
Bring her
Canthra.
back to the fight.
Alright, you, she gives out a yelp as the hand, we'll say, like, it doesn't actually grab, it says pushes. The hand, like, slaps her, like, and she just flies across.
Oh, honey.
Here's a question. How high up was that Colossus versus where she's at now?
I think I put him at about the same height.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Because she just teleported within the 30 feet, so I didn't really... I mean, if there was a height difference, it wasn't enough to change the distance.
Okay.
The Colossus might be...
So there wouldn't be any actual falling damage from her.
No,
going from the
I'm
Colossus
now
to
going to do
the-
that. Alright, she is back. Yeah, the hand stays with her. Alright, the Fire Elementals go next as we begin round 2. Talus, seeing that you did that, Imix will use another legendary action.
Uh-oh.
You brought the wrath of the fire tornado.
Actually, I don't know if you're within 30 feet of him. I don't think you are. Nope. 45. This work doesn't well on an iPhone. Poor Catherine. He is going to teleport. He just kind of spins really fast till it goes into like a little itty bitty thin cylinder, and then the whole thing just goes like a slinky, and jumps up and just lands.
Doesn't he take a attack of opportunity from Kalinar?
I would allow it. Assuming Kalinar, I don't think you've used your reaction yet. This,
I have not.
or I guess this is, yeah, it's technically the last round because he's doing it after Talos' turn. Alright, you managed to
28.
get off a hit, yeah, as he's going.
Do you need to reroll the damage? Because it's got a 1?
Yeah, I do. I need to reroll one of those. same thing.
I'm trying to help, damn it.
You tried to help. I appreciate it.
Alright, and also, as he appears in your space, you immediately become engulfed in flames.
Uh-oh.
Creature takes
like,
5d6 fire damage the first time Imix moves into their space. Imix can and occupy the same space as hostile creatures.
There's no save.
There's no save.
Okay. That's a pretty good roll for
The
you.
save is getting out of his fucking way. Yeah, this is a truly epic boss monster. Yep, we'll save on that one. And Kethra also takes the damage from that one. Yeah, that was good damage. Kethra is not looking very good. Alright, the fire elementals will go and attempt to keep you guys busy. Oh, they'll both go ahead and actually move on top of you also. So that's what fire elementals do. So Kalnar, you take the damage from him entering your space. Miri, you also take the damage. And now their attacks go off. We'll do Kalnar first.
These guys do have disadvantage on me right now because of the protection.
Okay. Why am I almost dead? Alas, bad things have happened. Help me! I'm blinded and deafened. The Prince of Fire landed on top of you. Give him a recap. Thank you for joining us, Kethra. Alright, so neither of those hit because they have disadvantage because of your protection from evil and good, which is a good damn spell that Miri wishes she had. I need you to get my crown back from a red. Kethra forgets the fight and goes to stir up another epic fight. Miri!
Uh-huh.
I believe they also have disadvantage.
They do, thank goodness.
Thank goodness, because of your patient defense.
No, not right now.
Second fire elemental. Wow! With disadvantage, I have 2 critical. I rolled 3 critical fails in a row with those.
Wow, you did.
Oh my goodness.
Can he have to, like, snuff himself out for critically failing?
Fire elementals look distraught. Kalinar, that was a terrible turn for me.
Kalinar is going to set his sights back on Vanifer and walk through the. Do I take some damage for starting in him?
Look, the first time it enters creature's space, creature takes 1d10 fire damage, catches fire. You just continually take 1d10 fire damage because you and Miri are both on fire until you decide not to be.
Oh, right. 1d10?
Here, I can roll it. I got it plugged in here.
Okay. That's 0. Or can it be 0?
I
don't
think
know.
it's still minimum 1, I think.
Okay. I'll take the 1. It's fine. I don't know how that works. 0.5.
Yeah. At this point, you guys basically just take that damage every round unless you actually use an action to snuff it out, which you'll probably just get on fire again soon after that.
Exactly. I'm just going to rush at her. 14's probably not going to hit. So... will a 15 hit?
Normally, it would, but she is going to throw up the shield. As a shimmering force field appears in front of her. That's not the roll count I was looking for. Correct. You're like standing in the middle of this altar of these giant obsidian things with like energy and fire crackling between them, like swinging at this mage with the force field up on the edge of a cliff of lava with a fire elemental behind you. This is an amazing scene.
This is my badass.
That's right.
Yeah, he's gonna swing at her again. She's already scared of me. God damn. 11.
Now she did that legendary resistance against it.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. She's not scared of me.
Yeah.
That missed anyway. Kalinar's gonna. Because I forgot I had this. He's going to pull the bottle from his belt that he just got, and down a potion of speed.
Wait, is that like haste?
It is haste.
Oh, damn.
I can't believe you gave that to us like last session. But
Did I really? What a fool I was.
It was in the cache.
Okay. I think that is built into the book, actually.
So I drink that potion of speed.
Now, does that count as concentration or no?
It
I
does
guess not, 'cause it's a
At least
potion.
my understanding of potions, is that they don't count towards concentration.
That is very handy to have then. You on speed. We have seen this before.
What's the speed? The boot? Sure.
Once or twice.
Once or
Once or
twice.
twice.
I know what this feels like.
No concentration required. Haste spell for 1 minute. Nice. Yep, that's a good damn potion. One would say it would double your effectiveness. I like how you did it after you you swung around completely and panted for a second. You're like, I need this.
I can't do it without the drugs.
This just gets me to normal.
I've learned this already.
Counter goes to rehab after this.
I do. My wizard got me hooked.
It's alright.
I couldn't stop.
Happens to a lot of them.
16 hits?
Not with the shield still up.
That's good.
Boy, you did. Yeah, that's just a 6.
I'm gonna roll again. Roll an 18 hit.
Not with the shield up.
This time I will try to rejigger the attack again.
I think you have to have over 20.
Oh my god.
19. Not with the shield up.
God damn!
Yeah, that was a really handy, terrible shield for you. You would have
was
hit with all of those.
That was my last 2 of the superiority dice, too. Alright.
I think you rolled 1 on the last 2 of those, too.
Yeah. That's it, I'm done.
Yikes. The dragon will continue to watch with interest and see how these things play out and kind of make snide comments every once in a while, like, yeah, burn them all! Kind of make little, swooping motions.
He's a dick.
Yeah, he is.
Just watching.
Yeah, otherwise not seem to be joining in one way or the other, which is probably good for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Vanifer is not amused with you guys being in her face like this. Yeah, you'll probably want to move on your turn, Kethryn. Let's see. Can't really cast a spell right there.
Be right back.
Vanifer is going to start casting a spell on her turn. Oh, what does 16 get you? Free smoothie. Let's check our rule. Base level and school. She will be casting a level 4 evocation spell.
Countered!
So I cast that. Well, I cast at level 4, which doesn't mean anything, but that's the only spell slot I have. However, I think that means you get a chance to.
Does that pump up counterspell at all?
I don't think so.
It should. That's dumb if it doesn't. I know that's how Dispel Magic works. Counterspell.
Okay,
Cast
yeah.
spell, yeah, it does. Inner spell is a no effect. Yeah, so if you cast it 4th, it would counter a 4th level spell without needing a check.
Right.
Alright, you fizzle out her spell. Zzzt. And then she uses her reaction. To cast her counterspell on your counterspell. This is the blue magic deck. And she will also have to use a 4th level spell. So pretty sure it gets rid of all her 4th level spells. And she will bring online Wall of fire.
Oh boy.
And she will ring it around herself as a ringed wall of fire. She's going to position it where basically... I don't know if I can do it.
So it's not.
Yeah, to where it like just encompasses her, essentially. With like overlapping the lava. It is a concentration spell. There we go. So you need a dex saving throw, please.
Wait, is it on me right now?
It's anywhere within 10 feet of the outside of the ring.
Oh, within 10 feet. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And it's when it's cast, and then at the... when you end your turn within 10 feet.
End. Okay.
Is that a dragon? I knew that would get that. Wait, why is Kethra already attacking with the sword?
He thought it was his turn.
Oh, almost.
There is
Almost
a dragon.
Kethra.
There
Alright,
is a dragon.
dex saving throw, Kalinar.
There's a dragon, but we're not attacking the dragon.
No, we're not fighting him.
We have brokered a peace with the dragon temporarily.
He's got my crown, though.
Can Kethra hear us? We're fighting the
I
fire
think
tornado. Dexterity saving throw.
Gonna want to immediately attack that dragon.
Yep. Who's to blame her?
Nope. So, I take
Can't do
23.
anything. Okay. Well, you rolled a saving throw. Oh, sorry, you did.
I did.
Yeah, you take 23, so you take half of that because you're fire resistant.
Okay. And he's gone.
I can't hear anything. The transport team just got here, so I have to step away. Oh no!
So that's 11.
He put all of his turn up there, so you can just go back and...
I'm watching on YouTube on my phone, so there's some delay.
You just gotta go back in the comments. He put his turn up there.
Okay.
Should start with he wanted to disengage.
I am attacking the fire tornado. I don't... Okay. Bonus action to disengage. Yeah, I gotcha. Which, do you take that damage?
Start?
At the start of Imix's turn, each creature would take damage. And then... Alright, is she just stabbing him? 19. 19 will hit. Imix for... was that 6 plus 18? 24?
24.
That's pretty solid, but you will learn that fighting a fiery tornado is going to result in some pretty bad damage.
You mean you can't stab a fire tornado without taking something?
Nope. Creature takes 5d6 fire damage if it touches Imix or hits him with a melee attack while within 10 feet of him.
Oh no.
That is bad news. 16. Kethra is not looking very good at all.
So I assume she would want to disengage and run inside, like not towards the fire elementals, but this way somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, run back into the room, you think?
I think so.
Crap.
Yeah.
This episode brought to you the fact Imix is just saying this. Yes, yeah, obviously they disengage. And then she can probably, you know what, run maybe into the corner of the room and like hide or something.
I think that's what she would do.
Yeah, because I
Put
think
some
you would.
Alamir on.
Yep. She's hurting pretty bad. You guys have done some decent damage to it, and you notice that it actually seemingly took some damage when it summoned the fire elementals. Like it took out a portion of itself.
Yeah.
But this is a big nasty. And then it is Imix's turn.
Wait, how does it get to be Imix's turn again without Talus being able to move? Oh, he teleported
He can teleport
in between turns.
in between turns.
Uh,
Yeah, it's nasty. So you are going to take the fiery aura from being within 10 feet of him. Not quite as much damage, but still pretty bad.
2 less.
Are you still up?
Yep.
my God.
That wasn't even his attack. You guys get the feeling.
Concentration.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You guys get the feeling that you guys maybe aren't even should be tangling with this guy. And that's not good.
It's okay.
Bye, Big B's hand. Do you have inspiration? Would you like to
Nope.
use that? Okay. And Kalnar, like I said, you notice the dagger is pulsing with the same like rhythmic energy as
Yeah.
the altar and the shrine.
Toss it. Toss it in the orb.
At this point, I'm just hoping everybody down there can keep the fire tornado distracted for another 2 rounds. Maybe I can finish this up here.
Uh,
But you've got the dagger, right?
No, she still got it.
Oh.
he's just been hitting her a bunch of times, but she's taking some
Yeah.
damage. All right, well, Imix will slam into Talus. He's got 2 attacks. Attack the first. How we doing, Wizard?
Doing okay.
The shield spell. The flaming vortex gets angry and attempts to slam you again. Oh, too angry! Swirls all around you. You feel the heat just blistering off, and you're like holding up the shield, like ah!
All my heat scars are just throbbing.
like you can't even form tears. It's just like all the moisture just evaporated. Your eyebrows are long gone. Just there's pretty much no hair on your body.
Talus, facer of fire. That should be yours.
All blisters at this point. And
Yeah.
The
skin
bards
peeling
still
off.
sing your tales.
Miri.
Yep. That's me.
Your backline is almost completely dead. Just
What do you do?
Well. I can't even beat these 2 damn elementals.
Come help me kill the lady.
And take 2 attacks of opportunity?
Yes. We're in base race mode now. We just gotta do this before we all die. That is it.
Alright.
Can you do like step on the wind or something? Is something as a
Yep,
bonus dash
that's what I was looking for.
or bonus disengage or something?
Yep.
I
Which
don't know
one
what
is
monks
that?
can do.
Patient defense, flurry of blows. Stone broken air. I think it's down here. I gotta get to it.
I should have tried to find this. This is the if I can get the picture of the weeping colossus in the book.
Oh, wow. Jesus.
So as a bonus action, I will take disengage.
There you go. And your jump distance is doubled.
Yeah.
Do like a
5,
Jedi mind, like fly through the air.
20, 25, 30, 40. Alright.
Oops.
Got this swirling ring of fire.
I think it's if you end your turn. Within
You will
10
take
feet
a bit
it.
of damage from the fire elemental fire still on you. If you end your turn there, then you will take the ring of fire damage. If you end your turn within 10 feet of the ring, basically. But it is concentration, so every time Vanifer gets hit, she will have to roll for concentration.
So can I hit her with melee weapons then?
Yeah.
Certainly. You're just,
Okay.
the fire's like right there, and, well, I don't, let's see, is it when you enter? Because surely you would take some damage.
I haven't entered her ring yet. Technically where I am.
Entering or ending turn within 10 feet of one side. So yeah, actually when you entered it, you would take the damage, because you're still having to like withstand the heat as you come into it, but then you can start wailing on her, and you won't take more damage until... so you take... Alright, you'd saving throw first. Saving
Oh,
throw.
and it's dexterity. Even
And it's
better.
dexterity, yeah. Alright. You would take...
I save for none.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true,
yeah.
evasion. You take no damage from the wall of fire. The
I
monk...
just look at her and smile.
This was a cool scene, yeah. You just fucking like dodged and weaved out of the way of fire somehow, and then just leapt across the chasm, dodged out of the way of the ring of fire.
There you go.
And started swinging.
Her shield is still up, but a 20 will beat it.
God damn it. I was off by 1.
You were.
That's
Yep.
Roll for your concentration.
Yes. DC 10 concentration. Makes the save. 17 will not hit with her shield still up.
That's okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
That I've held on to for forever. 24 will though.
Nice.
24 will hit. Takes more damage. He grunts. Tries to hold up the flames. Wow.
What is her?
So since I'm already in her flame circle, can I stand on this little ledge right here behind her? I did dex and weave
I'll be
my
back.
way in
Move me
there.
away from fighting.
It's gonna be your turn next, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I guess I would allow that. You're putting her. It might be a dangerous spot because she could shove you into the lava, but
You could try.
she could try.
It's okay, I'm fire resistant and I can walk on water. And lava, well, I can walk on liquids, and lava is technically a liquid.
Yep, that's true.
So I'm on the edge of the ground
So you're gonna
to provide
step.
Kalinar combat advantage.
Somehow you like do this like spin dive in the middle of the fires. It's like undulating past and make it inside, and Calendar sees you disappear into the flames, presumably over the cliff of lava.
And that will have to be the end of my turn because I already used my bonus action.
Vanifer is quite wounded, but
Right? That did count as my bonus action doing that.
I believe the step on the wind did. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Dallas, you're back.
Baby has been nullified.
Excellent. He puts a gun away.
Solved.
Solved. I don't think you take damage until Imix's turn.
I hope not, because that'd be 3 damages before I could do anything.
Yep.
That means I'd be dead. It's my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
You guys are in a weird spot because your front line went way up. This is like your front line dove into their back line, and they're doing a good job, but there's nobody. You guys are getting decimated back here.
Bad positioning. We need to peel for our back line.
Yeah.
We're being bad tanks.
You're too committed now.
Yep. I'll
You
misstep
made me come up to you, Keller.
Yeah,
level
I did.
4,
Oh, 4.
which doesn't do anything, but that's the
Oh,
only
okay.
thing I left.
Okay.
The hell out of there.
Run, you're running
Hey,
over
there's
there.
Kethra.
Ketra's just bleeding in the corner, like holding herself.
So, there's
I
there's
shall
this
do the
like
same thing.
Hello there, Talos. This is where the after party is.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you brought aloe vera.
we have two parallel scenes. One's like an action scene. The other one's like a horror scene of them like running through
Yes.
a cavern away from a wall of flipping
A
fire.
vortex of fire. Alright, the fire elementals.
Whew. Oh, I patted myself out, by the way.
That takes an action.
Damn. Never mind then.
Swarm over Kalinar.
Of course they will.
This one is just gonna kind of sit here and take up a defensive position on the causeway. And they will go to town on Kalinar.
Just
So-
survive long enough to get your combat
First, you
advantage.
take 1 damage,
Okay.
and then we let loose with 4 slam attacks, or fire touch attacks, I guess that they do.
Do all have disadvantage.
Wow, that's right. I don't think you've been hit yet, have
Although-
you?
I wonder, do I have to roll Constitution for each of these little plinky things?
Technically, you
hit you.
probably should be. I think it's anytime you take
Well-
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll give you that one for free, and then we'll start in with this.
Okay.
But you're right. I
With
think
the
I've been messing
actual
that up.
attacks.
That, yeah.
I just wasn't sure if like just environment like or like status damage counted.
I think it does, but
Okay.
check on that. I don't think either of those hit you.
14, nope. Ha! Oh, the second one though. Fuck.
Yeah, 25.
25 for 20. That's a lot of damage.
Yep. I don't know why my... Wow, I had 2 crits in a row. Jesus.
Yes, you did. That would have been the end of me.
I don't know why that crit on the second one isn't... Why is that not on there? Should be reading 1d10. Yeah, so 10... So 20 damage, you would take 10, and you take... do your Constitution saving throw. For your
Right.
protection. Alright, keep it up. The dragon continues to watch the events unfold. As things have moved away from him, he appears to be slightly more bored, but his eyes are still on the giant vortex of flame, watching him intently, semi-reverentially and semi out of fear, just to see what it does. Vanifer.
It's really mad I'm in her circle.
Yeah, she is not pleased about that one bit.
Wait, I didn't go.
Yeah. Skip Kalinar.
Oh, I did skip Kalinar, my bad. Kalinar's turn.
I thought Vanifer was doing like a legendary action, but then I was like, oh wait.
Sorry.
he's just-
No, yeah, I just skipped you. I don't know why I did that. Your turn.
Alright.
There's a spell next. I choose not to counter it.
Okay. Kalinar is going to hammer at her. God damn. What terrible rolls.
Yep.
Will a 17 hit? Her shield's not up anymore. Now we give her a +5, so...
It will be soon.
Oh, she's got another one?
Oh, she's got plenty of spell slots, dude. She's basically a Talus, and she's fully got all her shield up.
Okay, I'm gonna stop doing the great weapon check then. For my second round of attacks.
There you go.
Yes, reroll that one of those d6s. So 14 plus 3 is 17 damage.
Alright, she'll have to roll concentration to keep the wall of fire up. And
Nope.
she fails! A wall of fire comes down.
And I will attack her again. 23.
23.
You do have
Or
advantage, yeah. You guys are
15.
technically flanking.
Yeah.
Alright, she is sagging. Clutching her side and like noticeable crushed ribs and blood everywhere. She says, "No, this is my moment of triumph, my ascendancy. The prince is here."
You should have learned from your conspirators, your co-leaders. There is no escape from this justice.
Alright, as I said with Halanaxis, he's just watching things over.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is Vanifer's turn. She's already used a reaction. Her spell is down. She's not looking too good. Alright, she is going to turn to Kalinar and she says, "We'll see whose conviction is stronger." And she will cast Dominate Person.
Oh, shit.
Is she by any chance a fae?
She is, no, she's a humanoid tiefling.
Oh, I thought tieflings were faes.
No, they're classified as humanoids.
Alright. Protection explicitly says I can't be charmed by a fae.
Oh.
I was really counting on that.
Do you have any divination die, Dallas?
Let's see.
I think you're muted.
I sure do. What am I using it for?
Vanifer is attempting to cast Dominate Person on Kalinar.
Uh-oh.
Requires a roll of 16 of Wisdom.
Maybe he rolls a 17. Maybe not. Who knows?
Who knows?
Only Dallas knows.
Only Dallas knows.
Certainly not the guy who can see into the future.
His Talus lay broken and bleeding from across the room.
He sees that Kalinar barely makes a save. Barely fends off the domination of his sexual will.
Alright, Kalinar, you feel Talus's influence in your mind and says... I don't know what he said. What is he?
Tell us to just be like, yeah.
You can do this, buddy! You're the best around!
But I do hate you.
Only I can dominate you.
No.
Kalinar looks confused and bewildered.
I'm hearing a lot of voices in my head at the moment.
Let's see if Raymond's around. Is this a kitchen sink?
Yeah.
Oh. That I'm pointing to. Dresser. I guess.
Thought I meant the situation, but okay.
Oh, yeah. Am I near a kitchen? No, there's no kitchen here. I'm very curious about where this was going.
I can rely entirely on a kitchen sink.
I don't see how, but okay. there's no kitchen sinks here. I don't understand. Gethro's casting Mirror Image as a solid spell.
Is that an action or bonus action? That's an action. Okay.
So, bonus action. Okay, yeah.
God damn.
Just fucking disappears. Alright. At this point, Imix seems to turn towards the fire elemental and say something in a fiery language. Glance at the dragon to the left. The dragon actually shrinks back like a dog, like just cowed. And, it then does its little slinky, fiery vortex teleport.
Oh, is he gonna land on the dragon?
Nope. It just stared it down, basically. And he's gonna teleport. Essentially right here, I think. What's his... Oh yeah, he's got reach for days. For days! He will kind of say some more pithy words in Ignan, the language of the elemental plane of fire. And then he will, Imix, can I do that? Oh yeah, 2 flame. Okay, he will, fire just 2, basically gouts of flame out of his vortex. 1 at Miri and 1 at Kalinar.
Now, what is his class?
He is elemental.
Protection from him.
Okay. Disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Alright, let's do you first then.
Fuck.
27?
Disadvantage.
Look at how low of damage I rolled. Look at all those 1s.
Oh, wow. So that's 11 damage.
And against Miri. That's more about the damage I should be rolling. That was insane. That's the opposite. That's incredibly high. Here, you let out a scream as just this flame comes hurtling towards you and...
What was that, 23?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ow.
That was right.
I think if you didn't have fire protection. Alright, Miri's turn.
Still got her shield up, I think.
Yeah, she does. 15 is not gonna hit.
25 will.
25
Yeah.
will, yeah. For 11, she's not concentrating on any... I don't... No, shield's not concentration. That would make it useless. You whack her really good, and she looks like she is, like, teetering now. She's, like, barely holding on to the dagger. She's like, no!
Can I grab it?
My destiny! What is the rules for that?
I don't know.
There's a
tell me.
whole.
There's a disarm thing?
There's a disarm thing, but that takes an action, and then picking something up takes like I don't know. You can, but I think you can't now that you've attacked. I think it's instead of attacking. Disarm.
Yeah, she looks like she's pretty,
Well,
pretty weakened.
all I see is disarm is a fighter action.
There's gotta be a rule for that somewhere.
So I can't grab it?
I mean, if you could, I would assume it'd be an action.
How about 18? Shit, that doesn't gonna hit her either.
Yeah, 18 won't.
Oh, can I spend a key point since I hit her with that Staff of Thunder for see if I can stun her?
Stunning strike, absolutely. You still have key points.
I do.
Put it on there so I know what the save number is. 16 is pretty solid. What is her con save? Oh!
Wow. Now, At this point, could she grab the knife?
Well, she will use her.
If I hadn't used my unarmed strike.
She will use her last legendary
Ow.
resistance
Okay.
usage. As you attempt to stun her, and she once again the flames roll over her, and she kind of shrugs it off, even though she's extremely woozy. Double fails pretty bad. Alright, she is barely clinging to life. As we go to Talus.
Can you firebolt her from there?
Of course.
She
All
is
my fire spells have been great this.
probably immune to fire. You could probably just guess that one.
Probably.
No, but if you can do enough damage.
With fire?
If you're immune to fire, that immune is worse than immune. You take no
It
damage.
is better than resistance.
Yeah. Drink fire for breakfast and crap. Fiery turds.
Cold
Or
is destroyed.
however the saying goes.
That's right.
That's right.
Eat lightning, crap thunder, etc., etc. Okay, Getzer's on. Raymond's on his way home. I'm glad he got to tune in for some of it.
Yep.
Alright. I can do this.
What can you do?
Or wait. How damaged does she look?
She looks like she's barely clinging to life. She is pretty
Oh.
fucked up. Although, from your point of view, you probably can't fucking tell, because you're way the hell back there.
Whatever, all that fire is illuminating.
I mean, it's visible, but I don't know if you could quite tell what her stat is. She's like beyond a giant fire tornado and 2 fire elementals.
Well, I will send out
In fact, I'm not even sure you should be able to target her.
whatever. She takes
The
11 points of
missiles! I remind you that her shield is still up.
damage. Oh.
But doesn't magic missile hit anyway?
Shield
No.
explicitly negates magic missile. The only thing that negates magic missile. I have never had more use out of shield than this person. Holy crap.
Yep.
She would have been dead probably 4 times over. Shield, the most useful spell in the game.
Alright. Well, give me 1 second then.
Talos peruses his book.
Yeah, just reading lines in his spell book.
Just flipping through scrolls, just emptying the bag.
What would be useful here?
Alright, I'll cast Big Moo's Hand at level 5 this time and see if
Oh,
it lasts
boy.
more than 1 round.
Most of the fights I can't get to you. That's why all the haste and polymorph stuff has been so effective.
Yep, if I didn't roll double 1s.
Yeah. On the concentration. Alright, there's your hand.
Alright. I'll be focused on her.
Translucent force. She says, "Ah, the hand, the hand! My lord, the wizard!"
So translucent.
Always kill the wizard.
Now do clenched fist.
Ooh, is the hand of God gonna save us? Is it
Bye.
Ex Machina?
Actually, this is... Wait, which one is this? Clenched. Oh, that is the fist. Yeah, the pound. Melee spell attack with the hand using your game statistics. On a hit, the target takes 48 force damage.
Which I can roll firebolt for that and ignore the damage. 17. That's bad.
Yep, that's not gonna hit with the shield.
You gotta have 19 or better, or 20 or better.
20 or better, yeah.
I roll an 8. Okay.
So the hand just goes bouncing off the shield.
You guys are surrounding her quite effectively. She is still up. Alright, the elementals are not amused.
Oh, of course not.
With a speed of 50. Hello. Alright, this one is going to fly right over. 2 will... we'll have this one...
Can't get to me.
Yeah, he can. He's a fucking elemental, he doesn't need the land, he just flies. They don't have legs. They will open a path. Well, I guess he doesn't really need them. They could all overlap each other, but for the sake of the Roll20 battlefield, I'm trying to open up a path for Imix. Alright, Fire Elementals will split their attacks amongst 3 of you. We'll go top to bottom. Let's do Miri first. 23 for 17. Although it is all fire, so you take half damage. Let's do Kalinar.
Nope. Oh wait, which one?
8 and 17. Let's assume they still have a disadvantage.
Oh yeah, no.
That's been a good spell. Talus, you have neither the protection from evil and good nor the fire resistance, so you need me to roll shit rolls.
Those aren't shit rolls.
That is not a shit roll. 25 for 15.
Okay. I'm dead.
Talus is down. You guys hear a scream come from the caverns behind you. And it's Kalinar's turn.
Didn't think they'd roll a 19 a second time in a row.
Nope. That's unlikely.
That is highly unlikely.
Alright. We need to finish this quickly. We're starting to die.
Starting to lose people.
Alright, I'll be back again, just out of boredom.
Okay.
The hand goes away.
23.
23 will hit.
Useful 2 spells that's been.
How would you...
Hey, you know what?
You
that
did...
That first Bigby's hand is the only reason we're gonna live through this.
That's
by
true.
the way.
That's actually true. You brought her back over here.
6.
Sometimes all you need to do is move somebody. How would you like to destroy Vanifer, the Prophet of Flame?
Kalinar is going to just slam into like the spot between her neck and her shoulder, and just sort of as she's crumpling, is going to reach down and take the knife out of her hands. And Kala, this world is not for your gods. Your elemental evils will finally die in this place.
She just chokes up blood as she looks up at you as she crumples downwards and says, "This was my destiny," and just crumples down. Alright, so you pick up the fire dagger and it thrums in your hand, and you look up and see the portal crackling
So here's the thing.
some 40 feet away from you and probably up in the air as well.
I'm not gonna fucking make it. So I take the dagger, I shove it into Miri's hands, and I tell her,
Run like the wind, bullseye.
I think you can make it. I'm just gonna sink in the lava, but your monk feet will carry you.
Or jumping ability might help.
Or jumping ability,
Yeah.
whatever.
She gets double the jump, whatever, for that one ability.
So I just shove the
What
dagger.
is-
I shove the dagger
What
in.
is their jump?
Hmm?
How do you jump?
You can. There's a certain amount of feet you can jump.
Mm-hmm.
You cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can only leap half that distance.
Well, in that case, I shove it in. Well, she's gonna go after the fucking fire thing.
You could go... you could probably get 10 feet.
Well,
Right there.
my strength is a 4.
What's your strength score?
Strength score, not your
19.
modifier.
19.
So you could go 19 feet, but if you use that one ability, doesn't that double your jump?
Yep.
Step on the wind?
Yep. Which means I could go 38 feet.
So I'm gonna shove the dagger into her hands.
I would say that would be enough to get you onto the Colossus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take the dagger, finish this. I'll buy you time. I'm gonna turn around,
Alright.
hold my hammer. Well, no, I already used my. No, I've got a haste action, so I can attack again.
Yes.
So I'll buy you time, and I'm just gonna like walk towards the fire tornado.
If you, I'm gonna count you picking up the dagger and then giving it to
Okay.
her as an action, though, as your second hasted
my
action.
haste action. Okay. Well, then I'll just approach Imix.
This is a cool scene. You're like, you're the one, brother. You have to get it done. And then you just turn around and just face this giant flaming vortex.
That's right.
As you hear the screams of Talus in the caverns, and you haven't seen Kethra at all.
I thought Kethra was the chosen one for this dungeon.
Yeah.
We all thought so, but A, she's not here. her
Yeah.
body is.
Kethra has abandoned us.
Yeah.
It's like, screw you guys. I'm out.
All right, that's it from me.
All right. At this point, Halanaxis, seeing Vanifer go down, will begin to take flight.
Shit.
Wait, he'll be on our side, right? We defeated. We're gonna win.
It hesitates a bit, but the prince starts talking about more in a ancient language, and the dragon flies, gets to about here. Vanifer's dead. Kethra, what is Kethra gonna do? Probably help Talus somehow?
Yes.
It's
We will say
questionable.
yes.
You think she would stabilize Talus, or attack the
Steal
fire
his
elemental? Go through his wallet.
She could get pumped.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we get to control her, so
Stabilize?
Yeah.
We'll say stabilize because I don't know if she's gonna be able to actually kill the fire elemental.
no, the fire elemental's got full health.
Yeah.
All right, she will use. Is it just her action?
I think so.
Stabilize somebody.
Isn't it a medicine check?
Yeah, I think it actually is a check. DC 10 medicine check. Yes.
Ah, yeah.
Kethra. This has been awful having to control a PC on top of this insane fight. Also. Medicine. She's got a +0. You get a 50% chance.
Nope.
She just fiddles around for a second and looks horrified. Imix, the eternal flame and the all-consuming fire.
Hi, buddy.
Don't start talking to me in my head, is he?
No, he's not interested in that. He's just a force of pure destruction. As his lair action, which I've been not doing too much of. I think he already teleported this round also. So I
Yep.
think he can only do Heat Wave, which is not actually that much damage. Yep. That didn't even affect you guys either.
Nope.
No. Kethra might be in 300 feet. I don't know.
No, probably, but we'll ignore it for now.
Imix punches
Say-
himself in the
Say
face.
say they're not in. She's not in line of sight. She's
Yeah,
like cave
slightly
walls.
out of there. Yeah, they're hidden slightly. Because he was just trying to do it on you guys. I forgot you guys were immune to fire or resistant. In that case, well, it's not yet. What is a better move? He will sweep force on the here.
Oh.
Not quite reaching Mary, but dealing 12, 6, I guess, damage to Kalinar.
All right.
and then he will slam each of you once. We'll do Miri first. But you should probably roll a con save, Kalinar, for the fire aura. Oh my god.
Oh, and I fail it.
Oh wow.
Failed.
Right.
Miri, you take 46,
Oh
half
my
of 46? Yeah.
Alright, what did you just do, you dickhead?
I did I did 46 damage, although you get half of the second one.
23. Oh, you have the second one.
Is that? Wait, are they not both fire? I guess not. Actually bludgeons with his fire.
Okay.
So what would that be then? 24 plus 11?
11.
Yeah, it's bludgeoning plus fire. Alright, and this one is on Kalinar.
Dear God, that one doesn't hit.
Why couldn't that one be mine?
I
I
don't know.
You've gotten the bad ones.
Yeah, I know.
Because
All right.
they're the real tank. That's what
Mary,
we've learned.
yeah, we just
This entire campaign, we've learned that Mary is the real tank.
Mary, it
Wow,
is
so-
your
So
turn.
was the wizard lately.
Alright, the DM's sleeping on the couch tonight. Alright, here we go.
Do it.
It's the final countdown.
Alright. I'm going to disengage, and my jump distance is doubled. So, I can jump 38 feet. As I disengage, I'm going to run back 5 more feet, so I have 10 feet of space.
So you're literally leaping off this like ledge, just full of fucking fire everywhere. And it's just coursing with fire.
Yep.
And you just hear like the $1 Million Man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah. And then, as my action, since that was all movement and bonus action, I will throw the damn knife into the orb.
The
And then
dagger.
Wonder how the hell I'm gonna get back later.
The dagger passes through the orb, and as soon as it hits it, it explodes, kind of disintegrates on the inside. Imix looks like he's ready to shoots out like multiple tendrils of fire and does his like teleport move onto you, and then all of a sudden, as the orb begins to explode and implode at the same time, just shrinking and expanding, his form is coming at you, and then all of a sudden it gets pulled into the fiery sun orb portal of the fire realm, and it gives off this screeching yell as it is just sucked into the portal, along with all the fire elementals. As the portal expands and contracts and gets bigger, and until all the elementals are pulled.
Can I yell for Halenaxis to come and grab me, and I'll give him another sack of gold?
For the moment, you're unable to speak as the orb is literally rushing around. The lava is like swirling, and then finally these guys all get thrown in, and it explodes. As the portal closes, blinks out, the Colossus that you're standing on suddenly begins to crumble as the lava kind of crusts around him and begins to shake and starts crumbling a bit. The closure of the portal also lends out a shockwave that knocks the dragon back out of his flight path and sends him careening down into the lava.
Oh.
Oh
no! Which you guys would probably surmise that a creature that breathes fire is probably immune to fire, but it does knock him off his path. So yeah, the thing is coming down. Now you can shout out if you wish.
Can I just spin another key point and jump back?
How much movement did you use?
Well, my jump distance was doubled.
Right, but it still used your regular, so it was what, 30?
38 feet out of 50.
All right, so we'll say yeah, exactly. So you don't quite have enough to make the jump back.
You can, however, though, be mid leap in between turns, right? Like if you were to try a jump that only took you like halfway. I don't know.
That seems weird, but maybe. You can try to call to the dragon. It just got knocked down a bit.
Yeah, because I can't end my turn walking on a liquid.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah, call out to the dragon again. Try that again. Try it.
Sure. Alexis! Remember the chick who gave me the pretty crown?
Sell it hard.
Shit. What else do I have in my bag?
You don't have to. I just mean like you could just use words, but you don't have to literally pull things out while he's doing it. But while you're on the Colossus and counter, you probably got knocked on your ass from the like explosion outward.
I'll scream out that Axis needs to get his red dragon ass over here and save me, because I saved his life from the fire prince.
Alexis does
I
not
saw how
appreciate
he-
this.
No, but I saw how he made you fear him.
Okay, how do you want to spend that?
Now you have nothing to fear. The tower is yours. This land is yours.
This land is your land.
This land is not my land. I want to go home now.
There you go. Okay, I would rule that you probably can't be in midair in the middle of your turn. Actually, I would let you if you leap thinking that the dragon on his turn will come get you.
You know what? Why not?
Come get me,
Like the Matrix where both
Either-
people have to like jump halfway.
Either he'll be happy to get rid of us, or I'm gonna look like Talus when I'm done.
Well, Talus is dead right now, so.
Talos is, yeah.
That doesn't look like anything.
Exactly. I'm not gonna really survive too much longer.
Talos, roll a death saving throw, please.
Dun 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 dun.
Hey, you
Yay.
stabilized yourself. You rolled a natural 20. Holy crap.
No, I rolled 19.
Oh, I thought the death save was just a straight up 20.
I think it's plus your constitution modifier. I think.
I get +1 to saving throws. Does that count?
Oh, I don't know. I'll allow it for
Anyway.
now.
I rolled a 19.
There you go. All right, Kalinar, is your turn.
So do I see Miri? What do I see Miri doing?
You see her like leaping off
Making
of
a
the
leap of
Colossus.
faith.
Yes, as the dragon has been knocked down, but appears to be heading in her direction.
I'm gonna assume she's gonna be fine. She did a good job. She took care of the.
Miri's making a leap of faith and hoping for the best.
And there's nothing I can do to help her anyway. Like I can't go out there. I'll just sink in lava. Instead, I can go 60 feet. I'm gonna go. Well, if I dash, I can go farther, but then I can't actually.
Thanks, Kojak. I think you've been with us the whole time.
Well, I can take 2 actions, so I'll use the first action to dash. And.
Running like hell.
Yep. I have
Fuck
nothing
you.
that will do any healing at all. I've used every bit of the healing that I have. So instead, I'll just try to stabilize Talus. Medicine check?
Yep.
Didn't he just save himself?
Yeah, he did
No,
actually.
he did a death save.
Oh, okay.
No, he did a death save.
I think if you get a 20 though, it actually stabilizes you.
Oh, it stabilizes you automatically. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you can obviously stabilize him.
Oh,
All right, Talus,
other
you come up, barely clinging to consciousness. What are your
Mary
first
watches
words?
everyone run away, and she's like, "What the hell?"
Roll a con save for the lingering injury.
Into
When
the
you're so
arms, Kalinar once again.
Welcome back.
I believe you resist the need for the lingering injury. I should have made that an auto thing. You guys keep saving on that throw. Alright, Halanaxis does fly over and actually catch you in midair as you slam into his back. And he kind of looks back as you guys fly off into the cavern as the Colossus just crumbles apart behind you.
I'm riding a motherfucking red dragon.
It's like explosions happening behind you.
Final act. Ride a red dragon.
Yep. Anaxis says, Halanaxis sees your strength. Halanaxis enjoys the crown. Halanaxis would like more. As he flies you back.
Alright. Since Halanaxis did save my life, pretty much, I will give Halanaxis one spider silk pouch that's shiny. And I know Halanaxis likes shiny.
He remembers that pendant thing you showed him earlier.
I'm gonna tell him that was a bluff, that was fake.
That wasn't real.
And 300 gold coins.
He really wants that
Go
pendant.
in the... he can really want that pendant all he wants.
You know he could just
I
drop
saved
it.
his life from the freaking fired elemental.
Roll persuasion that
Oh
you somehow
shit, come
want
on.
to keep it. As he's still flying you towards the thing over the lava.
Asshole.
You're gonna make me kill you with this dragon, aren't you?
Nope, 19. My pendant.
He
Take your gold and
grunts.
be happy.
He flies back over here and states that this is now his lair. And he will permit you all to leave here. And
Gladly.
never forget what Talanaxis has done. He appears to be big on his ego.
They will sing your praises and tales at all the taverns, Halanaxis. Everyone shall fear you.
Alright, let us take a break at this point, and then we will get to our afterwards epilogue. As you guys have... Oh, by the way, before we do it, as the portal closes, you'll receive a flash of an image of a giant purple eye with 4 quadrants. 3 of them are darkened, with the top middle eye burning brightly. Suddenly the eye opens wider, shakes violently as the sparks burn out, and the eye shuts closed. The threat of elemental evil has been expunged. Alright, break
That
time.
was creepy.
Alright, that was nearly a 2-hour long battle.
It felt like it.
As epic battles should. Some collapses from the explosions in the tunnels surrounding the area cause you all to head back up to the surface through the Temple of Earth, now long abandoned, and up through the sacred stone monastery. You immediately sense something is wrong and head to the front gate, where Renwick the Lich stands resolute, his arms held up, while he sustains a large protective barrier in the open doorway. The doors have been wrenched open, and outside is a small army of paladins, knights, and clerics from Summit Hall, with Ushian at the lead. Several clerics stand ready with spells, while archers have bows drawn. Before you speak, a flame geyser erupts in the distance, then cools instantly and breaks into hardened crust on the ground. The ground shakes several times, then lies still. Someone that looks like a mage hurries up to Ushian and whispers into her ear. Do you want to say anything? I mean, to launch in.
Sorry, I was disconnected from you for the first half of that.
You guys came back up the way through the Temple of Earth and into the Sacred Stone Monastery, and you saw Renwick standing at the doorway with basically a protective barrier around it, and the army of Summit Hall at his doorstep.
Okay.
And Ushian calls out and says, and when she sees you all, her tone changes, and she points her sword at you and says, "You stole a sacred piece of Summit Hall and delivered it into the hands of an evil creature, whom you are serving willingly. On my sacred honor and duty as a knight of Samalar, I sentence you, your companions, and this lich to death. Throw down your weapons and submit willingly. We will discuss the terms for a quicker execution."
Finally,
Took you long enough to notice. Jeez.
in this nightmare, kill us all.
You guys basically carried Talos out also.
Well, yeah. Cal and
There are other
not
people
quite
that we
dead
have
yet.
with us.
I'm not dead yet. Yes, you are.
Yes, they are. Teresio, Savara, and the merchants came up with you. They were kind of waiting at the entrance, apprehensively.
Well, then, in that case, Kalinar asked the elven noblewoman to come with him.
Okay.
And
Run away together.
Let us away.
let's leave all this behind us. Kalinar says, "Ushin, you're as foolish and foolhardy as ever. You attack people who have saved your lives 4 times over. And yet you know not..." Yeah, it's right, yes. "Yet you know not the protection and the savior that we bring you. You recognize this woman. She will speak to our deeds, and she will tell you that whatever sacrifice," and Kalinar does the version of air quotes around that, "your order had to submit to bring about this protection. It was in a just cause, proposed and backed by Tyr himself. You owe us not your swords, you owe us your lives."
Teresio puts her hand on you as you start getting really fired up about it. She puts a calming, reassuring hand on your shoulder and kind of steps up. She says, "I can confirm the villainous machinations of the elemental cults. I was their prisoner, along with other prominent members of the Mirabar delegation. While you all holed up in your fortress, these brave heroes were combating a dire evil that had taken root within your valley. Whatever wrongdoings they may have committed, I'm trusted to believe they were necessary for the good of us all." Ushian does say that, says, "Yes, my arcane sources just told me all traces of elemental evil have been extinguished, and we have been witnessing an exodus of cult forces lately." She seems to hesitate a bit, and she says, "But this creature, we cannot allow its existence here in the valley. It is an affront to everything we believe in."
Your beliefs have cloistered you in your keep. Your beliefs would have doomed this valley to destruction 4 times over. How much value are your beliefs?
She hesitates. Roll a persuasion.
That's if I had to persuade a red damn dragon, he better have to persuade that chick.
Damn.
She does appear to hesitate a bit and waver somewhat. As she kind of sputters a bit. Says, this goes against everything we've stood for. The undead are abomination. At this point, Renwick speaks up for the first time, still keeping his protective barrier in place. I am Renwick Caradun. I am sorry we meet on these terms. I had forgotten the passion, the emotion of mortals. Yes, I had discovered the secrets behind lichdom. My brother Samala urged me against them, but as I lay dying in battle, he poured the elixir down my throat. It was cruel fate that took my brother from me later that day. My cares for the world melted away with my flesh. Too long I've remained locked away from the world. I let elemental evil sprout from the ground, flourish around me. I watched and did nothing. Not until a young paladin of Tyr showed me the way and reminded me the world is worth fighting for. Reminded me of my brother, a man of action and resolve, but also of loyal companions and friends. No one can make it in this world alone. It was my brother's wish that I became what I am. I have spent lifetimes learning what I can, but there's always more to learn. I invite you all to learn with me here in this monastery. And he brings down the barrier. It should be a shining beacon for all, a testament to Tyr's glorious justice, not a fortress to hide behind.
Kalnar will step beside Renwick and say, Ocean, those with you, the choice is yours. Join us in this new shining order, or go back to your summit hall and close your doors from the world.
Oshin says, I've heard enough. She does sheath her sword. She stares at each of you in turn. Kalinar, I cannot and will not forgive what you and your companions have done, but I will recognize the great work you've carried on these last few weeks in the Desarin Valley. We disagree on many things, but rooting out evil is not one of them. She glances at the Lich. Despite all my misgivings, it appears this creature has some semblance of who he once was. It goes against everything we believe in, but even justice must evolve and adapt as we learn about our world. She turns to the amassed forces behind her. It's a couple dozen knights. I am returning to Summit Hall. The threat of elemental evil may be extinguished, but new threats are never far behind. Many of our beloved towns have been left as smoking ruins and will need aid and protection from those who would prey on them. Anyone who wants to stay here at the monastery is free to do so. She turns to look at you all. Let this monastery stand as a testament to Tyr's understanding as much as his justice. Henceforth it shall be named Caradun Monastery. The Lich tilts his head slightly in acknowledgement. Renwick slowly raises a hand and several hands go to their hilts, but he does not cast any spells. Instead he turns to Kalinar and says, If I may, and he gestures you come forward.
Mm-hmm.
Renwick reaches down and pulls your sword out, laying it gently on your shoulders. Kalinar, you, Miri, Kethra, and the unconscious, scarred hobo you wear on your back, have together defeated elemental evil. Your stories will be written and take on a life of their own, whether you want them to or not. Kalinar, in light of your service to Tyr, I offer you the position of Chief Justice of our new monastery. You can be its leader and its face in the world. Ushian begins to sputter at this, but Renwick continues. And you must work together with your allies to protect this land. Will you accept?
It would be my greatest honor to serve as Tyr's justice. And the position you said, but I don't remember.
It's something he made up with on the spot. Honorary colonel or something.
The living version of you.
Yes.
That's right.
I'll groom you for Lichdom.
Turn me into a lich.
With that, the Summit Valley forces break up somewhat into different factions. Basically, the more progressive go to the monastery. The ones that were already kind of into your views. And the rest go with Ushian, but you guys do find a way to collaborate, at least in the effort of humanitarian crisis and like helping out towns, refugees, protecting from banditry and orcs, the usual shenanigans.
At some point, I'm gonna lean over and tell Renwick, "Stay out of the fire side of things."
Right, yeah. It's bad down there.
Might have bequeathed that to a dragon. Over the next few months, the Desaran Valley slowly returns to normal. The towns of Walmford and Red Larch, and I believe Westbridge, were decimated, and many refugees vow never to return, but rebuilding efforts have begun as others reclaim their homes and their lands. Teresio does make it to Golden Fields. Some of you might volunteer to help journey down there. She plants her seeds, which flourish and help bring a bountiful harvest for decades to come. The area is still a frontier land, but monster attacks and banditry noticeably decline. Mirabar sends a large dwarven expedition to Tyre Basil to attempt to reclaim their ancient stronghold and seal off the various tunnels to the nodes. They also defeat any remaining vestiges of the cults and monsters, including the sea hags, monstrous troops within the water temple, while the dragon turtle eventually flees down the river, causing quite a stir as it destroys every small riverboat in its path.
Okay.
The dwarves end up occupying Riverguard Keep as they surface into Tyre Basil and seal off other entrances. Feathergale Spire remains a smoldering ruin, a symbol of the elemental evil's rise and fall. Kazra, the Aarakocra, makes it her home, along with a new tribe of Aarakocra, dedicated to watching over the Sighing Valley and remaining vigilant should elemental air take root again. I already mentioned the Knights spend most of their efforts with rebuilding nearby towns, providing aid and security around the valley. And then I had a little bit of epilogue, so I kind of did Kalinar's already. If any of you guys want anything specific, speak up. Otherwise, I can kind of give you what your character might do. Miri, after giving much of your accumulated wealth back to your monastery, you return with your mother, Savra, and many others back to Waterdeep. After giving your personal testimony before the assembled masked lords, one of them approaches you afterwards, and you're shocked but not completely surprised to find your mother underneath the mask, who asks if you are ready to take your place amongst the political side of things for Waterdeep.
This could be interesting.
Especially based on your life experience and everything you've learned amongst both common folk and monsters and everything else. She says you're the exact sort that they need.
Put on my mask.
Talus, you publish your research in the magical properties of elemental evil into an academic paper after probably convalescing for a number of weeks. This time when Red Wizard assassins show up, they strike a deal for the rights to your research in return to stop hunting you down. I'll leave that up to you whether or not you accept this. The Harpers also offer you full membership as a steward against any force that becomes too powerful and dangerous in the region.
So if I sell my research, does that affect my standing with you guys? Or what?
I don't think that would. Yeah, it's magical research is magical research.
Here you go, evil guys.
Yep.
It's,
I'm sure you won't try to do anything bad with this.
it's not Kalinar's problem until they do something with it.
There you go. Kethra.
Kalimdor.
It's not Miri's problem unless it come into water.
Exactly. So you're fine, Talus. Do your thing.
Nobody hears from Kethra for some time, as she has frequently been disguising herself as dwarves or miners or explorers, and continues to loot the dungeons beneath Tyre Basil, always while disguised as something else, making sure not to leave any stone unturned or a piece of gold coin unpilfered. Soon, weeks afterwards, people claim that the whole place is haunted because of the constant things going missing and things seemingly floating in the air and strange noises.
Strange noises.
She loots everything.
Something else just now too that could add on to that.
Go ahead.
In an effort to claim back or to what's the word? Honor her heritage as an orphan, she starts up a new orphanage, but it's actually a front for an assassin's guild.
Oh boy!
And
Wait, are you training the orphans to be assassins?
So, a bunch of assassin children.
yes. And knowing every nook and cranny of these guild, monastery, etc. that we just explored, she uses a very remote location as a hideout for this assassin's guild she started. While they go and steal that money and loot, like you mentioned. Of course.
Nice. So use all your ill-gotten gains to actually for a sort of good purpose with orphans, but I don't know if training them to be assassins.
You're giving orphans a purpose. That's
There
something.
you go.
I don't know how I feel about this exact purpose.
What would their targets be?
Miri's gonna track down Kethra and provide funding for said orphanage.
There you go.
Their
Does Miri
target,
know they're trained as assassins?
their
Yes.
target is whatever the money provides.
Miri might have some views on which political opponents to assassinate.
Miri just
Nope.
drops off a bag.
Nobody
of
tell
gold and
Kalinar.
says, "Be in touch."
No,
Yeah.
Kalinar knows nothing about this, and he should never know.
You guys probably don't operate in the valley specifically because of this. All right. Any closing thoughts on our epilogue to Princes? And keep in mind, we'll do our full recap episode next week. So obviously, we'll tear everything apart from there. But in terms of where your characters are, also, I guess I can go ahead and do experience. And I'm pretty sure you guys will reach enough experience to actually reach level 12. And it is highly possible that we could revisit these characters, and more importantly, these characters could show up in future adventures as we create our own D&D shared universe. Especially now that we know kind of where all your characters may be and what they're doing. I don't know where Kethra's assassin school is, so maybe we can put that somewhere if we need to.
What have I done?
But it could be interesting. Like we could come into play there. So if you guys want to, you can level up to 12 next time while we're doing our recap, I guess, just in case those characters do show up and actually have something to do.
Why not? I don't
All right.
much time.
XP rewards. This is technically a official session. For defeating Vanifer, she was worth 5,000 experience.
Okay.
For I guess let's see. You didn't actually kill the fire elementals. You didn't kill Imix. And you bargained with Halanaxis. I'll give you the experience for Halanaxis. Since I like that you didn't necessarily come to blows with him. He was worth 5,900 experience.
Okay.
Defeating the Fire Prophet rewards as a major quest, rewards 9,600 experience. And sealing the Fire Node also rewards 9,600 experience
Bam.
as your final major quests.
Total of 30,100 XP. Divide that by 4 is
I can't believe we had such a
7,525.
How much?
7,525 plus what we're at.
I think that's a new record. You guys blaze through them at the end.
105, 820.
Wow.
Very much level 12.
Yeah.
Alright, so the plan at this point, this is officially going to end the story of Princes of the Apocalypse. Next week, we are going to do a recap episode, which I originally did with Shadowrun because it gave me another week between missions, essentially, and then kind of talk about how we did it. With D&D, it's a little weirder because these are much longer, and obviously Prince is the longest thing we've ever done. For over a year, 57 sessions. I'm hoping we can just somehow cover everything by just skimming through and just... What I'm going to do is put all the maps on the board, and we can just go through. You guys can look at them. We can talk about just whatever we want. One thing I'd like to do is everybody share like what your favorite moment was from the campaign. And we can just talk about kind of what worked, what didn't, and just good things to know for next time, and just kind of disassemble everything in our usual time slot. So that'll give us a final closing thoughts for Princes of the Apocalypse next week as we do a recap. And I guess if you guys want to, go ahead and level your guys up to 12, just so we have that information also.
Yeah.
And next week you can ask me anything. I will answer any and all questions about the entire campaign and all the things you did do or didn't do, and all that fun stuff.
Cool.
So I believe that will bring us to a close for this week. 57 sessions
Wow. That was impressive.
to end Princes of the Apocalypse. Yeah, that was a pretty cool ending too. Alright, thank you to Chris, Reese, Heather, and Raymond. I'm Eric. We're doing D&D 5th edition every week. Next week is our recap. And next week I will also announce what we're doing for our plans after that. So stay tuned. We're still doing D&D every week.
Promise.
Yep.